Hello, my name is Sincere Orlana, and this is episode 1 of The Sincere Take, my new podcast. You know the vibes, homie. Talking to your friend. That's the vibe I'm going for. Okay, no. So, yeah, you might know me from from my hit viral TikTok of me in a dress. Yeah. You might also know me as the guy who made a dance to In My Room by Julia Wolf, and she commented, yes, I want your things in my room, and I miss you all of the time. But yeah, today we will be discussing a lot of topics, such as New York City, my last year of high school, which was 2 years ago. It almost feels like it was yesterday. It was just crazy. I've literally done nothing since besides about to move to New York. And I had 3 jobs, but I only stayed at them for like 5 months each. Oh my god. And we will also be discussing some horror stories, some straight man encounters. No spoilers, but yeah. More on New York City. It's crazy. It's been my dream ever since 5th grade to move to New York. I always knew it was going to happen. No shade, but, I knew it was going to happen. Not to be that guy, but I always knew. And it's crazy. It's happening sooner than ever expected. Well, I expected to move to there as soon as I finished high school, end of senior year. Especially the beginning of senior year. Oh, my God. I was locked the fuck in. I was attending every meeting to make sure I could, get into college, get my fucking Cambridge diploma, which is when you do dual enrollment, but Cambridge classes, for my school at least. I don't know if other people have the Cambridge program. But yeah, spoiler alert, I did not end up finishing any of that. But yeah, I'm moving to New York. I was so locked in senior year, but then I went through a little bit of a crazy phase. I went into psychosis, and I know everyone's throwing around that word right now, but I actually went into psychosis, which is crazy because I don't know if it's because I'm from Florida or because I come from a Hispanic household, but I never knew, mental health stuff was, real. I knew I was sad, I knew I was depressed, but I never knew I was, depressed. I never knew I was sad. It wasn't until I lost my friend group, which I'll go more into that in a second, that I really went into a deep depression and started smoking marijuana every day, and it really fucked up everything I had going for myself senior year. So it really delayed my move to New York, but here we are 2 years later, packing up, looking at roommates. It's crazy. I love it. I'm so excited. By the way, my eyebrows aren't shaved, they're bleached. There was supposed to be a raccoon stripe thing going on, but I don't know. And it's getting hot out here, so I'm taking off my shirt. Don't get excited. Don't get too excited. You can get excited. I'm excited. But yeah, I am moving to New York, which I've said 3 times. My uncle has a job offering for me. I don't know where it is, but he owns a hair spa, and he lives in the Upper East Side, so that's really cool. I should say my uncles. They're gay, and I'm gay, so it's perfect. I think that might be genetic. Gay people, because my uncle on my mom's side, he's low-key bisexual coded, and my uncle on my dad's side is gay, and then I turned out gay, and they were both the middle child, and so am I. Isn't that crazy? And, my personality is a perfect combination of both my uncles, which means my sister's son is literally going to be just like me if he's a middle child. I don't care. But yeah, he has a job offer for me. It's a hair spa business he has going on. I'm not so sure what I'm going to be doing, which probably isn't a good first impression, but it's honest. I am not the best when it comes to working, unless it's a creative environment like dancing. I used to do a lot of choreography for my church. We would compete in the Fine Arts Festival. All those Christian Florida kids who competed at Faith Assembly, y'all know what I'm talking about. But ever since then, my faith really isn't the same. Yeah, I don't know. The past 2 years, I've really struggled with my Christianity, which I don't even think I'm Christian anymore, which is okay. But being from Florida, everyone's Christian. You're constantly surrounded by it. It's like engraved into you. You're like programmed to think like them. And if you disagree, then you're weird. Which is why I low-key kept my mouth shut throughout most of high school. But yeah, this will be my first time living in New York City, and it's going to be during my favorite fucking month, October. A real fall. Like leaves, decorations, kids trick-or-treating, and the Big Apple, the big city. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm going to be, though. I have a couple of options. Either I want to be Edward Scissorhands, because I used to be told I looked like him back when I had an eating disorder. And long black hair that was like really big. Yeah. So I want to do that because I was told I looked like him. And it's an excuse to bleach my eyebrows, which I love to do. My other option is the fucking villain. I can't remember his name. The leader of the villains in Twilight with the long black hair. Because I really want to wear a long black hair wig. I'd love it. I just want to... I love Twilight so much. So it's like perfect. But speaking of black wigs, Enchantress from Suicide Squad is another option. I think gender bending her would be really cool, and I would love it. So, yeah. Damn, it's only been 8 minutes, and y'all, I'm struggling. I'm so sorry. I'm scared. Ooh, I recently watched I Saw the TV Glow, which is what that dress video is based off of. I Saw the TV Glow. It was my last year's Halloween costume. How the fuck am I supposed to beat that? Like, I went viral on TikTok a day after getting out the psych ward. A day after Halloween. Like, that's crazy. That was my best costume. I made it in 5 seconds. I looked in my sister's closet, saw a pink dress, and I was like, that looks like Owen's dress from I Saw the TV Glow. I could be Owen. Bitch, did I fucking eat. But there was a downside. Now everyone on TikTok thinks I'm trans. I might be. I mean, I don't think I am anymore. I think it was not a phase, but I think it was a little bit of questioning, which I think everyone should question their gender. Or I think everyone does, and no one talks about it. Especially men. We should be more honest about it. Our gender expression and how we feel. But yeah. I really thought I was trans. Because I started thinking about, like... I was talking to my therapist, and... I feel so bad I put that guy through hell. Like, usually our sessions are so calm, and it's just, like, two guys chatting, talking about Marvel and DC and superheroes, and, like, yeah, I'm depressed. And that was about it. And then, boom, I dropped this big ball on him, like, I might be trans, and I was sobbing in his office because I was so scared and embarrassed. There's nothing to be embarrassed by, but, you know, being in Florida, it's not embarrassing, but it's scary. And I was talking to him about how when I would play, like, video games as a little kid, I always chose the girl characters because I thought they looked like me. Like, I really thought they looked like me. I thought because I was skinny, I had more feminine voice and face. And I was like, oh, that's me. I'm a girl. Sorry, I had a burp. And then I always thought I would grow up to look like Jessica Alba. Because I was like, she's Hispanic, I'm Hispanic, we look the same. It just made sense in my head. Little did I know I'd grow up to look like George Lopez. Or at least eventually. Which, I mean, it's perfectly okay. It wasn't what I wanted, but, I mean, George Lopez is hot. But yeah, I got out the psych ward a day before Halloween. That story is a long one. I should just start with senior year. Okay. It's time to walk in. Now we're getting serious. It's senior year. Everything's going great. I just came back from a trip to New York, and I knew that's where I wanted to move. I just broke up with my toxic ex-boyfriend, and I was really close with my two best friends and my friend group of 4 people. All we would really do is smoke weed and like hang out and talk, but those moments were precious. I miss them, honestly. They were all great. Even though we're not friends anymore, those live in my heart as like my best year so far, like of life. That was my best year, just being with friends and getting high. You know, it's the simple things that humans love. But yeah, everything was going great. I was a straight A student. I was in Cambridge program. I was really close with teachers. This was my first time, but I guess it was senior year, so I guess that is when people start getting really close with teachers, at least for me. Like, my confidence boosted, but I have to be honest, the reason why my confidence was so boosted was because I don't know if it's just me or any other girls or gays who were on, trigger warning, ED Twitter in high school, but it literally gave me such a boost of confidence. Probably not at the time. It was more like it gave me an ego boost. Like, I just felt above everyone. It gave me a sense of entitlement, which is why that platform is really toxic. And if you're on it, I suggest you get the fuck off, because it will alter your brain chemistry and not in a good way. Like, it literally made me a new person. But it was pretty cool. I didn't turn into one of those mean girl gays. I was more of a, like, heroin chic gay. Yeah. I loved fashion. I loved rock music. Well, pop punk music, I should say. I loved Biba Doobie. Loved her down. Loved her so much. Yeah, it was awesome. 'Cause days blend to one when I'm on the right beaches. But then it got bad. My eating disorder started to consume my whole life, and so did weed. And that was like my escape. I would, every day after school, I would go to my friend's house and we would just smoke, and not eat. And whenever we did eat, we would throw up together in her toilet. Yeah, it was pretty dark, really dark. Eventually, my ex-boyfriend commented something under her TikTok about her self-harm scars. And so on Halloween night, me and my friends went to go egg his house. And the next day, he sent a screenshot of me talking shit about one of my friends from 3 years ago. So it wasn't even like recent. It was back during a time when me and her were arguing and we weren't close and we were choosing other people over each other, like stuff like that. So I felt bad, yes, because none of that should have ever came out my mouth. But I knew in my heart, at least I thought she wouldn't. We were bigger than that. Like, we were bigger than some petty high school screenshots. But no, she ended up ghosting me at school. I had to sit alone. And all my other friends took her side. No one even listened to me at all, which is understandable. But not when me and her have been friends for 6 years and they've been friends for 2 years. But I get it. I was the last person she wanted to talk to. And that just made the weed worse. Like, I smoked it nonstop. I was smoking in schools. I stopped going to class just to smoke in the parking lot at school, in the bathrooms. I'd wait there for anyone who had a cart. It was humiliating, honestly. Humbling. But then I went into marijuana-induced psychosis. Well, not yet. I had a paranoia was the first sign of that. I would walk down the halls and feel like everyone was looking at me. Because they were. Like, everyone looks at people who they find attractive. But at the time, I didn't know I was attractive. Like, because I was ugly all throughout high school. I hid behind my hair. Not ugly. I was so cute. Poor guy. But I thought I was ugly. So I hid behind my hair. I wore baggy clothes because I didn't like how scrawny I looked. And the day after me and my friends stopped being friends, I decided to wear a hot outfit because I was like, well, I can't show that I'm affected. Like, I have to be above this. Because I knew they were going to not bully me, but they were bullying me, guys. They were bullying me over the situation, and I knew I had to eat them the fuck up. Because Heritage High School was a fucking fashion show. Every day, we were all competing with the fucking Chrome Hearts boys who had the money. But I didn't have the money. I was a Goodwill Musketeer, and I fucking ate them up still. Anyways, I was snatched. I was not eating. I just looked very different. Like, there was definitely something different about me this year than all the other years, and I feel like people knew that, and they were like, what's up with Sincere? Like, so they were all looking at me, and people who I would never talk to started talking to me, like really popular girls, and I was like, oh, I don't need my friends, like, I'll hang out with the popular girls. They loved me, they were really nice, but something about them just felt inauthentic, and I don't want to be that guy, but it felt very fake, and almost like I was their gay accessory. And because all these people were talking to me, I was like, oh shit, I'm the shit. But then with all these people looking at me, I didn't realize I was attractive. So I was like, oh, they all hate me and they all know I exist now because of the situation. And because I was known, she wasn't popular, but she was, oh fuck, I said the name. Anyways, I accidentally said the name, so she wasn't popular, but she was known. And yeah, I thought everyone hated me because it was obvious. Me and her spent the last 4 years together, every second together, and everyone knew that. They knew we were friends. So I was like, fuck, everyone knows I'm a bad person. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm about to switch schools because my friend Sarah, who was in the friend group, was going through something while me and my other friend were going through something. Her and her ex-girlfriend broke up. And it was really messy and dramatic. They were arguing in the halls at school. Just two lesbians going at it, bro. And speaking of which, lesbians are crazy. There was a lesbian fight at my school. Like, the mask beat up the femme. Isn't that crazy? Like, they're girls still. Like, they fought. Like, girls fight. Like, but y'all, I'm stuck at this. This is my first episode. Give me some fucking time to get adjusted to this. So her and her girlfriend broke up. It was messy, and one day Sarah texted me, Sincere, I'm going to Mel High. And I was like, me fucking too, let's do it. Because I was like, I don't have anything here. Like, my grades are good, yeah. Okay, sorry, my fucking iPad died, so I had to switch iPads. But yeah, I have nothing here for me. My grades are good, but my friends who I only hung out with for the last 4 years ditched me, so I had no friends besides these popular girls who don't really get me. Not don't really get me, but don't really have that bond. I feel bad though, because those girls were fine. I'm sure they're great people, but yeah. We never really like clicked. We never talked. We never texted. We never hung out. We never FaceTimed. And I did have a couple of other friends in other classes. Like, I met 3 friends, Sienna, Zoe, and Shanora. And I had my friend Davin and Manny and Rion and Lauren. And oh shit, I had a lot of friends, y'all. I think I just wanted to go to Mel High because I originally wanted to go to Bayside to be closer with my other friend who I was getting really, really close with. But I was like, I'm going to go to Mel High because, like, I'm better than Heritage. Like, I'm better than you guys. Sorry. I want to switch schools and get away from all this drama. So that's what I ended up doing. I went with my friend Sarah to Mel High. Y'all, I was not fucking ready. My first day, we drove there. And I felt like Bella Swan in Twilight. Like, I felt like the new girl who nobody knew anything about, who was mysterious. And everyone was looking at me, which was worse because at Heritage, I felt like everyone was looking at me. And I was in psychosis, so this wasn't good, guys. I thought everyone was looking at me because I was like weird, or like I was like supernatural and really had really powers. And basically, I went to Mile High. I ended up making a lot of friends. They were all really, really nice. I have a couple of funny stories from that time. I ended up getting really close to this girl named Jayla, and we still hang out every day. She lives in my neighborhood. We started taking the bus every day together. And then boom, I got really depressed. And I really missed my friends and my old school. In Mile High, I was getting bullied at the bus stop by a group of Hispanic boys, and I think it was because they were intimidated by me, because they would dress like they were still in 4th grade, and I was dressing like it was high fashion, baby. I'm talking... Okay, my AirPods fell. Maybe that was a sign to shut the fuck up. I'm talking jorts down to the knees, affliction shirts. I know it's not high fashion, but I was giving it high fashion, okay? With the eating disorder, I was... Affliction. But yeah, they were bullying me, and I was like, okay, I can't tell anyone I'm being bullied. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave this school too. I left that school. My grades were slipping anyways. I was not going to class. I was smoking every fucking day. Like I was going crazy. I say I was in psychosis, but why can't I remember any of my weird, crazy stories? Basically, I thought I was a fucking god. Like, somebody threw a stick through my window and crashed it. It wasn't somebody. It was actually just a tree right behind me. But I thought somebody from school, one of my bullies from the bus stop, because they all lived in the same neighborhood, threw a stick through my window. So I went to school the next day, blocked everyone who I made friends with at Mile High, because I didn't even know if it was any of the bullies. I just thought it was somebody from Mile High. And I was like, they're coming to kill me because I'm really pretty. And because I'm going to be famous one day. Like, I really, truly thought that. I thought it was a superpower. I thought fame was, like, fate and destiny. And I thought the music I was listening to was speaking to me. Fucking Biba Doobie dropped a new album, and I was like, oh, she's talking about me. Like, this is about me. And they're all telling me I'm going to be famous one day. There was a Lorde song that was like, make the call, watch it start. Buzzcut season, and I buzzed my hair off. Oh, shit, there's a lot to go into this story. Okay. I buzzed my hair off because I was going crazy, and it was my old best friend's birthday, and I did it on her birthday, which is such a fucking dick move. Y'all, I've grown as a person, I swear. It's been 2 years, almost 3. And I was crazy. I was in psychosis. I ended up getting a therapist, left school, went to an individual learning school, graduated, still really sad, still really crazy. Therapy wasn't working. Psychiatrist diagnosed me as schizoaffective bipolar disorder, which isn't a big fucking deal. Like, everyone has a little bit something crazy with them. And I think we just gotta accept that. Everyone has a little something wrong with them. Not wrong, but everyone has something, and it's just something we need to talk about. Be more, or else people are gonna be like me and live their whole life, or how I could have been, thinking that everyone was out to get them and trying to kill them because they were gonna be famous one day. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy shit. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. So then Biba Doobie had a concert in New York City. This was like a year after high school, I think. Hair was still buzzed, still going a little cray-cray. I went to that concert, and I thought Biba Doobie was looking at me the whole time. I thought she felt my spiritual connection, and oh my god, I should never tell anybody this, but before the concert started, I went to the venue to check it out, and I found her dressing room. I found her van where she gets dressed, and I waited out there for like an hour, guys. And I was like, she's gonna meet me. Like, I was fucking tweaking. I was going crazy. And then afterwards, after the concert, she posted on her story, Jake, her boyfriend, isn't he a little bit fruity and like cute? And I was like, oh my gosh, she's talking about me. Did I make her attracted to gay boys? Like, I'm crazy. I was crazy. All this over Biba Doobie. Love that girl. Let me check my notes real quick. Oh yeah. So I ended up dying. After that, I knew there was something wrong with me. Like, a week later, I was like, I can't believe I went through all of that, because I went a week without weed after that, because after the New York weed, the rest of the weed wasn't really hitting, and I didn't want to waste my money, so I was gonna wait until my friend Sarah got me more weed. And I started to realize, wait, I think there's something wrong with me. Like, I don't think I'm getting better. So I went into a behavioral center, Y'all, those things are crazy. Got out, went right back into another one because me and my parents got in an argument like 3 days later, and I ended up punching my dad, and they sent me away. I got put into handcuffs. And the cop was like, my brother's gay too, so I understand. And I was like, wait, this isn't about me being gay. What's going on? This is about me, like, hitting my dad, I thought. Anyways, I went to the fucking psych ward, and I missed Halloween, my favorite fucking holiday. So I got out, put on a dress, made a TikTok, went viral, and I was like, oh shit, I'm back in psychosis. I went right back in, and I was like, I'm gonna be famous. Like, I knew I was right. I knew the psych ward was just preparation for this. Everything happened for a reason leading up to the fame. This was just part one. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I was gonna get viral eventually. Yeah. So that's that. Next topic. Oh, did I get better? Yes, I got better. I stopped smoking weed. I smoke it now. I'm a lot better at handling it because I'm on meds finally. I got diagnosed with meds as soon as I got off the psych ward. They gave me a shot too. I never went back to get more shots, so we'll see if that does anything to me. Oh, let's talk about how I got hit by a truck a couple days ago. Not a couple days ago. It was like a month at this point now. I was on my bike, and so in my complex, there's an exit with a stop sign. You pull out to the main road, and there's a little bike lane that's supposed to only go this way, but because the other lane was closed, I was in it, and I was going this way. A truck comes out, and as it's turning towards me, I see a big symbol. I don't know cars, but I see the big symbol coming at me, and I just accepted my fate. I was like, here we go. Sorry, I had a burp. I was like, here we go. If I die, I die. There's nothing I can really do. I'm on a bike, and I'm about to get hit by a fucking big-ass truck. I got hit by a truck holding a strawberry slushie, so it all went the fuck over me, and it looked like blood. So they got out of the car fucking panicked and freaking out, and I was like, no, I'm fine. It's just my strawberry slushie. They were like, okay, we'll be right back. We're going to go get you a new bike. And they went to Walmart, left me there with my broken-ass bike while I waited for the police. And they came back with a bike. And so did the police come. Everything was fine. I didn't sue or anything. I got a new bike out of it. And I love my new bike. It's so fast, way more safe. And yeah, it's perfect. That's my story of how I got hit by a truck. I really want to bring my friend Sarah on this podcast so we can talk about what was going through our minds during that very dark time when we were at Mill High. Do you guys remember 5 or 6 stores or just one? You can stop at 5 or 6 stores or just one. I can't stand it when she touches me. That one was my favorite. What was yours? It's time to get into the long-awaited straight men stories. So, it was senior year. I had a big old glow up. I was beautiful, 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 like an angel sent from heaven or hell, because I'm gay. But basically, which one should I start with? Okay, I had this really big crush on this popular guy. He wasn't really popular, but he was popular with the group of kids who I really want to be friends with. Like, he was all their friends. So I was like, oh my god, if I date him, then I get into their friend group. Little did I know this boy was straight. But I was like, there's no way he's straight. Like, he has to at least be bi, right? So my first day meeting him, I'm like, hey, my name is Sincere. Like, I did a really good job. I was so cool. I played it off perfect. Come to find out, he asked one of my friends, does he have a girlfriend? Or does he have a boyfriend? Same fucking shit. Like, you want me, just say that. And plus, this is when I was in psychosis again. You guys, I gotta stop using that word. Don't worry, we're gonna forget about... This is just episode 1. I'm trying to break the air. Break into conversation, into topics that we all can talk about. You know what I mean? So you know a little bit about me. And I would love to know more about you. So tell me your names in the comments. Tell me about yourself. Tell me if you enjoy this episode, what I should do, if I should change the set. How can I make it better? If I should take out the background noise, if you don't want to hear the fountain in the background. I just almost puked everywhere. Sorry if you hate mouth noises. Anyways, I start flirting with him really hardcore online because I had a spoof of confidence. I didn't need, so I thought it was his shit. Anyways, I wear this really slutty outfit. It was the shirt I was wearing in the beginning with gray pajama pants that were really like loose, so it showed everything. And your boy's packing, so I went up to him. I was just talking to him, and I was being flirty, giving him my little seductive eyes. And then he looks me up and down, smiles, does this, walks away, and I look down at him and I see a boner. A fucking boner. A raging tent was pitched. And it was everything I could ever ask for and more. I literally loved it down. My next straight guy story was this guy I had a crush on all throughout high school, back at senior year. This time we're back at Heritage. Last time was at Mel High. This boy who was in my class, in a lot of my classes, he was in my English class every year, and he was just beautiful. He looked like Zac Efron and Billy from Stranger Things if they had a baby, and the baby was the body type of my dream man, which is short with fucking muscles and an ass. And your boy was caked up. He had an ass, yo, and I really wanted him, so I was like in love with him. Anyways, one time he wore glasses to school, and I was like hot, and then I look at my, like I said it as I passed her, I was like hot, and then I looked at my friend, she was like, yo, I already know. And then he goes, you know, I can hear you too, right? Anyways, a couple days later, I come into class wearing a really cute outfit. Remember, I'm slimmed down, like eating this story. I'm not trying to promote, okay? I'm not trying to promote. I'm not. Maybe there's still something wrong with me, because I just thought I looked really good at the time. I probably didn't. I don't know. Maybe it was just because this is just when I started getting a lot of attention that I can notice or pick up on finally, and I associate it with the eating disorder. Maybe still to this day, but I need to stop doing that. I'm realizing now. It was me, not the fact that I was super skinny. It's like my aura. Anyways, I wear this really nice hat and cute outfit to school, and he sits down and then does this. Like, he sits in front of me and pretends to look at something behind me, but I know he's fucking checking me out. Like, it was like intuition. I just felt it, and I was like, no fucking way. He just checked me out. Sincere, why did you switch schools? That was your dream man. Are you an idiot? Are you an idiot? If you're out there, I still love you. I love you. Anyways, we have to address the elephant in the room. Fucking Charlie Puth was shot, and everyone and their mama is losing their minds. First of all, I thought we hated his music, and I thought he was a queer baiter. Like, he fell off after, you just want attention, you don't want my heart. Flop. Anyways, one of my friends is, like, hardcore Republican, even though she tries her best to, like, pretend like she's not, or, like, think of herself as not. I can't explain it. She's fucking Republican, and she knows it, and she's is proud and loud about it. But we're not friends right now, because we were like siblings growing up before politics was even in our life. You know what I mean? It's really hard to let her go, but we always have our differences, and it's always because of politics. And we shouldn't care, but it's not. It gets to a point where I don't care until you start getting homophobic and racist and being okay with that. Like, excusing those things. And with Charlie Puth, it was like, this girl was embarrassing. She was posting on her IG notes. Well, first she texted the group chat and was like, oh my god, guys, I just saw the video. I don't think I can sleep tonight. I'm having a really hard time sleeping. Like, shut the fuck up. Did you know him personally? No. And y'all act like y'all never seen Gore before. Like, y'all weren't on Run the Gauntlet growing up? Come on. But basically, she ended up posting a bunch of IG notes with... Sorry, there's cat hair on my face. She ended up posting an IG note with fucking, it's times like these where we need to pray our hardest and like stuff like that. And one of them was like, guys, I really need to go to church tomorrow after seeing that video. And I don't want to sound like a hater, but I'm fucking hating because I had no issue with it. I had an issue with it. I am a liberal, if you can't fucking tell. But then she posted a TikTok and was like something about I'm better in red, and it was a picture of Trump and Charlie Kirk, and she was saying her and her best friend are Trump and Charlie Kirk. What is y'all's obsession? It's weird. I'm not out here saying me and my best friend are Biden and Kamala. We kind of are. Is Biden Kamala's twink? Oh my god. Yeah. Basically, she posted that TikTok, and my sister sent it to me and was like, should I comment? And I was like, girl, go for it. That's not my friend right now. And or anymore, let me just be fucking honest. I'm moving, and you don't have to be friends with everybody after high school. And my sister decided to comment, oops, almost liked. Because she doesn't follow, she knows who is, so it makes sense. You know what I mean? It's funny. Like, it was silly. It wasn't anything that deep. Basically, this post had like 5 likes, but 50 comments of haters. Or people with common sense, I should say. Like, making fun of Trump and Charlie Kirk. She sends a screenshot to the group chat. Listen, if she had an issue, I understand she was going to have an issue with it, but I didn't even think she would care. Like, I really didn't think it was that deep. I didn't even think she would see the comment. But clearly this girl's reading all of her fucking comments, which, I mean, everyone does, so I guess I forgot. But she sent that to the group chat. If you have a problem, message it to me personally, because it's not even my comment. It's my sister's comment. She messages the group chat that says, lol, sincere sister. So I just sent a picture of my neck, and I go, I looked hot today. Or, wait, fuck, I missed the part. So she sent that, and then she sends, no hate on my end, though. It takes a lot more effort a lot less effort to scroll than to comment, though. And then I sent a picture of, like this. And I was like, my neck looks hot today. And then I, like, left the group chat. I could have said something way fucking worse. But I was like, I love you still, fuck. So I'm not going to be a mean. Because there's so many funnier things I could have said, girl. That was just the base line. I love weed. I smoked a little bit before I started talking right now. And I feel way more loose and better. So now I'm, like, upset with myself. Because I should have filmed the whole episode like that. But I mean, it's okay. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, this is just me breaking the ice, me letting you guys get to know me, how I talk, my personality. I might have new hair, new eyebrows by next episode. I'm always changing things up, so don't get too comfortable with this pretty face. He likes to change. He's a shapeshifter. Check out Boogeyman, Tales Told in the Dark. That's not what it's called. Oh my god, that's my own EP and I don't remember the name. I released an EP called Boogeyman, Tales Told in My Closet, which I made on my headphones in my closet with beats from YouTube. But just to show that, like, guys have a love for music, and here's a little bit of what I can do with the very limited supplies I have. And it's a banger, hit after hit. Like, it's beautiful. Like, I love that album. It tells the story of everything I just told you guys about everything I was going through, and like how I used crushes and music as an escape, and how when you're in psychosis and when you're not eating, you honestly feel like you're on top of the world when your whole world is really dark and destroyed around you. But hey, at least I look pretty, or at least I'm with the guy I always wanted to be with because now I'm pretty. Or, you know, my favorite song right now is Upstairs, probably off that album, because it's so raw. There's not a lot of filters over the voices, and it's just me talking about sex and like how it really did take over a part of my life as an escape. And I love it. And I honestly still feel like I am still struggling with that a little bit. Because when you go so many years without male attention and you finally turn pretty, you're like, more for me. You gotta make up for lost time, you know? The first track and my debut single was called Teen Wolf, inspired by werewolves and the Teen Wolf show. I only watched one episode, so I shouldn't really say inspired by it, but it was more like I liked the name a lot, and I liked the nostalgia of it, and it reminded me a lot of the Supernatural show. But I was honestly watching a lot of Buffy, so I really wanted Boogeyman Tales Told in the Dark to be supernatural themed and like paranormal themed, and like monsters and creepy crawlies. So Teen Wolf was the first one, and it's about being in love with a teenage boy in your class who is the perfect embodiment of Teen Wolf. You know what I mean? He has this persona of the edgy 2000s teen grunge emo kid, and you fall for it at first, but then you start seeing behind the facade and seeing the real guy underneath, and you start to question, if you're so edgy and closed off, why are you so drawn to my vulnerability and my brightness? You know what I mean? And if you're so hardcore, what about this little innocent thing we have going on really infatuates you? Anyways, the second song, which was the second single and the release single, I should say, because it came out the same day, or I started promoting it the same day the album came out. The EP came out. And it's called Paranormal Girlfriend, about the ex I was telling you guys about, who I used to throw up with. But, yeah. And it was just about how toxic that relationship was. Like, this kind of love is paranormal. I think of you. At night I think of you. Such a good song. And yeah, it's just like, even though it was toxic at night, I still think of you. One of the lines are, I've never met a teenage girl who doesn't reflect. Which means I've never met a teenage girl who doesn't self-reflect, but also she's a vampire, so I've never met a teenage girl who doesn't reflect, like in the mirror. Which I love about it. Such a good line. And it's the perfect second track. Like, it goes, like, right after Teen Wolf, it's perfect. Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. Like, the way it was placed, perfection. Like, I am so proud of this. I am so in love with the little world I created. It's awesome. Third track, Upstairs, I already told you about. Perfectly placed once again. And then there's the fourth track, which is Locket. Locket is the fourth and final track, and I love that one. I wish I spent more time on it, but I'm proud of it still. I think it's cute. It sounds like I'm playing a character, and I like it. I like that character. He's cute. And it's about a boy being trapped in his old best friend's necklace. The old best friend I was telling you guys about. And yeah, that's just what it's about. Like, hey, I'm still here. I'm in your necklace. Don't forget about me ever. And I would like my heart back, please. And then I released a bonus track / the first single of my next EP called Rabbit Season. And that one is called Office Siren. And it's basically about how I keep changing my look to make myself think that I've changed since I lost my friend group. And yeah, it's cute, it's pretty, it's sexy. I love it. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, for real. See you next week.